Okay, we're back. Let me bring everything back up here. So just to review, uh, I have the data set stored in the list here. So the first column is the values, the frequencies, and the second column, the cumulative frequencies in the third column, and the cumulative relative frequencies are in the fourth column. Our goal here is to plot the cumulative frequencies. And remember, the cumulative frequency is what we call a monotonic function, so it's always increasing or staying the same, or another way of saying that is non-decreasing. And what we were trying to do in class is not quite the right way of doing it with your calculator. Um, in order to do this on our calculator, we have to think of it like connecting the dots that are in the center of the bar. So maybe if I show you what I mean there. What you want to do is go to stat plots and then select the first plot again, and you want to select this guy right here, the line graph, and that's going to change the arguments. So in the X list you want to put the values, that's the x-axis on the dot plot or the histogram, and in the Y you want to put your cumulative frequencies, so that we were storing in L4. And then you can choose whatever mark you want here. I'm going to make it a nice big square. And then I'm going to hit graph, and it's probably not going to be a good window, but we'll fix it. Okay, so we can't really see what's going on there. What we want to do is go to window, or actually let's try it stat zoom. This might work out quite nicely. There we go. Okay, so this is a cumulative histogram, or an ogive. So what I was talking about earlier, in order to graph this on our calculator, we're not going to use the bars. We just connect the dots, like the top of the bars, with a line. So you can hit second trace, or just trace rather, and it'll step through it and tell us the cumulative frequency of each value. So at x equals 0, it's 16%. And you step up and notice it's always increasing, except when you get right here, it stays the same. That's because we didn't observe any values at those observations. And then it approaches 1. So that's what we call an asymptotic function, right? It approaches a value. So a cumulative frequency distribution is what we call monotonic, meaning it's non-decreasing, which is same as saying it's increasing or stays the same. And it's asymptotic, so it approaches 1 or 100%. So that's how you do this. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here and enjoy.